Welcome to another quick review, and today I've got what could be one of my favourite PS4 games of all time. Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown. When I got this, I was a brand newcomer to the Ace Combat series, and wow, it's good. Focusing on this game, first of all, the graphics are absolutely beautiful. It's got to have some of the best graphics on the PS4. It really gives you that feeling of soaring high in the sky. And if you want to make me feel like I'm soaring high, just press subscribe. It's got some interesting extra things as well. For example, when you go through the clouds, it limits your visibility, you get a bit of ice up on the inside of the windscreen, you get the rain on the windscreen as well, and it even interferes with your missile locking system. Absolutely stunning. It's even as good when you get low to the ground. But what about the gameplay? Because graphics are great, but it's gameplay that really matters. Well, don't you worry, this has it in spades. Whilst they've tried to keep it relatively realistic, this is definitely not a simulator. It is full-on arcade action. For starters, there's no way a real plane could carry this many weapons. But bit of creative license, you don't want to run out of missiles and find your mission boring. You get good amounts of enemies. If you play it on normal or hard mode, it's a real challenge as well. I love the way the planes control. You can change it to a more arcadey style if you wish, but I recommend keeping it on the most realistic one, so you use pitch and roll to move as opposed to just left and right. It also lets you do a few more tricks as well. And unlike a lot of combat simulator style games, this actually has a really good, interesting story. Obviously, I don't do spoilers in my reviews, and I'm not going to start now. Brief overview, it takes place in a fictional land on a fictional continent, and you've got two opposing factions. One invades you then fight them off. And that's as much as I'm going to say about the plot, because I can't say any more without giving you spoilers, and I don't want to because it's really, really enjoyable. Fantastic variety of missions, low flying stealth to avoid radar, ground units to attack, air-to-air combat of course. I don't know if this is the right term, but you get some sort of boss fights or some just really big hard planes to try and kill as well. It really does have it all. And it's not a short game either. You get a good amount of missions, so the game does not outstay its welcome, but it gives you enough meat on the bone to really get stuck into it. Also, the variety of planes is fantastic. You can get this with the Top Gun Maverick pack, so you can get the F-14 and some of the planes from the movie, or you can download it as DLC for 20 quid. I personally haven't done that because I'm too mean with money. It's VR compatible as well. I wish I had a VR set for the first time ever, just so I could play this game in VR, because I think it would be an amazing experience. I might even look at getting a cheap one, see if I can find one second hand on Facebook or something, just because I want to experience this one game in VR. I love the variety of planes, gives you difference of performance, obviously different weapon loadout as well, and it really affects each mission. As soon as I finished this game, I started playing it from mission 1 again. That's how good it was, because you cannot complete the airplane skill tree and get all the planes in one playthrough. You just can't earn enough money. And that's designed to keep you replaying. And I want to do that because I know by playing each mission with a different plane, it will be different enough to hold my interest. Absolutely superb game. It is so good that I've actually gone and purchased all the previous Ace Combats right way back to the first one on the original PlayStation, because I've fallen in love with this series. I can't believe I didn't discover it sooner. It's a firm favourite from now. And I do believe it could be yours. New video coming soon as always. See you then.